Have you ever wondered what secrets lie behind the eyes of the world's rarest personality type? Join us as we embark on a journey into the heart of the INFJ. We'll uncover the paradoxes that make INFJs both powerful and vulnerable, influential, yet misunderstood. The first reason INFJs are often seen as enigmatic figures within the human personalities lies in their innate ability to be insightful observers. Their lives are quietly punctuated by moments of profound observation, where they stand as silent witnesses to the complexities of human emotion and behavior. An INFJ, for instance, can walk into a room and immediately sense the subtle shifts in energy, the unspoken tensions between individuals, and the underlying emotions that those around them might be trying to hide. During a family dinner, they notice how a sibling's enthusiasm dims at the mention of their job. To others, it might seem like a passing shadow, but to INFJs, it's a clear signal of unspoken stress or dissatisfaction. They find themselves piecing together these clues, understanding the unhappiness without a word being spoken about it. Their minds start racing, considering ways to help, maybe suggesting career alternatives, or offering to listen if they need to vent. It's this natural propensity to observe and understand that defines their interactions, always looking out for those they care about, even when they don't realize they're showing signs of needing support. But it's not just in understanding others' pains that their observational skills come into play. INFJs are equally adept at spotting potential. When a friend casually mentions a hobby they're passionate about, INFJs are the ones who see the spark in their eyes, the raw talent waiting to be nurtured. They're likely to encourage them, perhaps more fervently than anyone else, to pursue this passion, recognizing its importance in their life before they fully acknowledge it themselves. Their life as insightful observers isn't limited to identifying problems or potential in others. It's about feeling deeply connected to the world around them. They experience life in a series of profound insights into the human condition, each observation adding a layer to their understanding of people and themselves. Yet, with this gift comes the burden of knowing too much, of feeling too deeply. It's a secret they carry, the price of their insight, as they navigate the complex web of human emotions, always watching, always understanding, and always seeking ways to use their observations for the greater good. The second secret is the unseen influence. INFJs wield a subtle yet powerful ability to influence those around them, often without anyone being aware of it. This capability stems from their deep understanding of human emotions and motivations, coupled with their natural propensity for empathy. In social settings, this might manifest when an INFJ subtly steers a conversation to avoid conflicts or to bring a shy individual into the fold, using just the right words and emotional cues to create harmony without drawing attention to their efforts. In the workplace, INFJs may use their influence to guide the team towards a consensus, carefully navigating through differing opinions to find a middle ground that respects all voices. They do this not through overt control, but by fostering an environment where everyone feels heard and valued, thereby indirectly shaping the outcome of discussions. Their influence extends into their personal relationships as well. For example, when they sense a friend making choices that could lead to distress, INFJs might gently nudge them towards self-reflection, offering insights wrapped in compassion. They do this not by dictating what should be done, but by asking the right questions, allowing the other person to arrive at their own conclusions, often without realizing the guidance they received was intentional. However, this unseen influence carries with it a weight of responsibility. INFJs are acutely aware of the ethical implications of their natural ability to sway others. They tread carefully, mindful not to manipulate, but to guide and support. This constant balancing act between influence and integrity is a silent challenge they face, navigating the fine line with a deep sense of moral duty and respect for the autonomy of those they care about. The third secret is the moral compass. At the core of the INFJ personality lies a strong, unwavering moral compass, guiding them through the complexities of life with a clear sense of right and wrong. This intrinsic set of values deeply influences how INFJs interact with the world around them, often placing them in situations where they must choose between the easy path and the right path. In the realm of work, for instance, an INFJ might be faced with a decision that tests their integrity. When noticing unethical practices within their organization, they are compelled to speak up, despite the potential personal or professional risks. This commitment to ethics can sometimes isolate them, as they stand firm in their beliefs, even when it means standing alone. In their personal lives, this moral compass drives INFJs to form deep, meaningful relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. However, it also means they may distance themselves from individuals whose values drastically diverge from their own, not out of judgment, but in a quest for authenticity in their connections. This discernment is not taken lightly. It reflects a profound commitment to living a life aligned with their principles. The impact of this moral compass extends into the broader community as well. INFJs are often drawn to causes that resonate with their sense of justice, whether it's volunteering for nonprofit organizations, advocating for social change, or simply performing acts of kindness in their daily interactions. They are motivated by a vision of a better world and feel a personal responsibility to contribute to it, even in small ways. Yet, this strong moral framework comes with its challenges. INFJs may struggle with the weight of their ideals, feeling disillusioned or overwhelmed by the imperfections of the world. The realization that they cannot fix everything can be a source of deep sorrow, yet it also fuels their determination to make a difference where they can. The fourth secret involves loyalty versus morality. INFJs face a poignant inner conflict between their loyalty to individuals and their adherence to a broader moral code. This dilemma often places them in challenging situations where they must balance their deep commitment to the people they care about with their intrinsic need to act in accordance with their ethical beliefs. For instance, if an INFJ discovers a friend engaging in behavior that contradicts their fundamental values, they are torn between the desire to support their friend and the imperative to uphold their principles. This conflict is not resolved easily. It requires careful consideration and sometimes difficult conversations. In professional settings, this tension manifests when INFJs are asked to compromise their standards for the sake of team unity or organizational goals. They may find themselves questioning whether to voice their concerns about a project's ethical implications or to remain silent to avoid conflict. The decision to speak up, often at the risk of alienation or professional repercussions, highlights their commitment to morality over loyalty to a faulted status quo. This struggle extends into the realm of societal issues as well. INFJs are naturally drawn to causes that align with their moral compass, even when such affiliations might conflict with the expectations or beliefs of their social circle. They are willing to stand in opposition to prevailing attitudes if it means staying true to their ethical convictions, demonstrating a form of loyalty to humanity at large over immediate social cohesion. The fifth secret is the emotional sponge. INFJs possess a unique sensitivity to the emotions of those around them, absorbing feelings as effortlessly as a sponge soaks up water. This empathetic resonance allows them to connect deeply with others, understanding and sharing in their joys and sorrows with profound intensity. However, this same sensitivity can become a heavy burden, as the emotions of others often linger within the INFJ, impacting their own emotional well-being. In daily life, this means that an INFJ can walk into a room and immediately sense the mood of each individual present, from the undercurrents of tension between two colleagues to the unspoken excitement of a friend who has received good news. This intuitive understanding of emotional states drives INFJs to act as peacemakers and confidants, often putting the needs and feelings of others before their own. Yet, this absorption of emotions is not selective. INFJs find themselves affected by the collective mood of a group, the emotional tone of a movie, or even the ambient stress in a public space. This constant influx of external emotions can lead to feelings of overwhelm and exhaustion, as distinguishing between their own emotions and those of others becomes increasingly difficult. The challenge for INFJs lies in learning to manage this emotional intake. setting boundaries to protect their mental health while still remaining open and empathetic to those in need. It's a delicate balance, requiring self-awareness and self-care practices that allow them to recharge and retain their emotional equilibrium. The fifth secret, the emotional sponge, highlights the double-edged sword of INFJ empathy. It is both their greatest gift and their most significant challenge, defining their interactions with the world and underscoring the need for boundaries and self-care to navigate life's emotional landscapes. This secret sheds light on the depth of the INFJ's compassion and the personal cost of their profound connection to the emotions of others. As we've journeyed together through the secrets of the INFJ personality, from the depths of their insightful observations to the challenges of being an emotional sponge, it's clear that the world of an INFJ is rich with complexity and contradiction. These secrets are not burdens but beacons, guiding lights that reveal the strength, empathy, and integrity that define the INFJ. But the journey doesn't end here. Your stories, your experiences as INFJs, or as those who've been touched by the unique qualities of an INFJ, are what bring these secrets to life. We invite you to share your own tales in the comments below. Have you felt the weight of understanding more than you wish? Have you navigated the delicate balance between loyalty and morality? How have you protected your peace while absorbing the emotions of the world around you?